Hey guys and girls, this is Maxxxine and I am back. I know it's been a while, but as some of you probably know from my last video, I've been away on holiday. So very recently the Warhammer 40k Space Marine demo was released. I think it's for gold members exclusively at the moment. And I thought I'd give it a whirl and let you guys know what I thought about the whole thing. At this point in the game, you are witnessing me chainsword a bunch of orcs, and this pretty much encapsulates the kind of button bashing aspect of the game. And you know, button bashing games don't really interest me too much, but this game seems to have a nice balance between this and your kind of third-person shooter where you're using guns rather than the melee. And what I do like about this is that if you stun an enemy, you get the option to kind of execute a finishing move, and this will regenerate some of your health, so in effect you can continuously perpetuate your health bar, which is great for me because I don't like to die. Okay, so now I'm just going to fast forward a bit and take you to near the end of the demo, where I swap out my chainsword for a power axe, which is just another melee weapon, but kind of, I think, better. It just seems to be a lot smoother and more powerful. And hopefully you'll also get to see me use some of the other guns. The one that I'm using at the moment is the Vengeance launcher, and that took me about 2 days to figure out how to use, but I got there in the end. And effectively what it does is just fire out these grenades, or what I have now decided to call packets of vengeance, and then you just press the right bumper and it detonates them. You also have your bolt pistol, which is pretty much just your standard handgun, and that fires as fast as you can hammer down on the old right trigger, which for me isn't that fast. I don't have quick fingers or anything. Yeah, and then you have your bolter, which is kind of like an SMG, and a stalker bolter, which is like a sniper rifle. And really, I feel like these weapons are just like the same weapon but with a different rate of fire or like a different zoom capability, apart from the Vengeance launcher, of course, which is like a completely different weapon. But the other three, yeah, I mean, because this game is relatively straightforward and simple, the weapons don't have like any recoil, or they don't seem to be that kind of tactile, like there's not that much feedback in your controller, that kind of thing. I guess what I'm trying to say is that these weapons don't really feel as if they have their own characteristics, almost. Like, you know, you've all had that faithful like rifle that has been with you since your first tour of duty, and you've given her a girl's name and slept with her by your side and adjusted her sight so that you've always had to aim slightly to the left to make things more challenging. You know, I just want my weapons to have a personality and to make me feel as if they've been with me the whole hog and they've earned their place in my hand, that kind of thing. But this game is kind of lacking it, but I don't really feel as if it detracts from it whatsoever. You've probably noticed for a while now that the meter in the bottom left hand corner has been flashing for quite a while, and that means that I've accumulated enough kills that I can activate this like crazy mode. There's a proper name for it, but I can't remember what it is. And that just makes you more powerful, and I think it makes you invincible for a short while as well, and it's really useful for taking out those larger orcs with the red kind of armour. I'm really sorry, I don't know what they're called. I know nothing about Warhammer, apart from I used to play Hero Quest, like the board game and the PC game, which is awesome. But anyway, yeah, that's a really useful option to have, and another good aspect of the melee part of the game. So we're coming to the end of the video now, so I've just put together a couple of clips demonstrating the use of the stalker bolter, which is like your sniper rifle, and the bolt pistol, which is like your handgun. And at the end of the video is just a couple of seconds where the AI is standing around firing, but not that effectively. And I don't really find the AI in this game annoying, it's just that they're there but not really doing much at all, so you're mainly just doing most of the work, which is kind of standard these days, I guess. There's a couple of enemies that also remind me of tickers, like in Gears, and it's quite easy to make the comparison between this game and Gears of War, I guess. Also, there's an aspect of this demo which I haven't shown you, and that's where you use a jetpack to kind of shoot up in the air and then stomp down on your enemies, which is also pretty cool. And just to conclude, I did enjoy this demo. It's one of the few demos where I came back and played it again. I found it pretty challenging even on normal. I probably wouldn't buy this on day of release, I'd wait for it to go down in price, especially because I don't think this game is co-op, and my boy Hutch said that they were planning on releasing the co-op part as DLC, and if they did do that, that would be awesome and definitely a deciding factor in me buying this game. So yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, you probably appreciate it more if you knew the kind of Warhammer universe, and I don't. So yeah, thanks for being so patient, guys, whilst I was away, and hopefully I will catch you soon. So bye bye!